Let's go and tell her about the lawyer that abandoned her. Times, got it. Hiya.
Oh, you're back! Did you find the lawyer?
Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just to be honest, I don't really think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones.
What really happened? You don't mean you refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then.
Oh, no. What about your family?
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is.
Don't know, so she could still be alive. Your mommy.
Do we mean in my family have been mediums for generations? They say that ESP runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, my family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. 7 years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and left the mountain.
So you live all by yourself?
Yes, I got used to it. Oh, and also I had to become an independent, or I wouldn't lose my ESP.
Feel bad for all by yourself on that mountain? So who was this man who ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it apparently. The police were running out of leads. They were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use the spirit medium? They didn't use the spirit medium, did they?
The police convicted my mother and tried to convince my mother to try and contact the victim.
Wow, so what happened?
The case was solved, we thought.
You thought?
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became a laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White.
Excuse me? White?
That was his name, my sister told me.
White.
Just a little longer now before my state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her here and go home? Let's defend her! I have made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well, I can't abandon you. No one is a saddest person without any friends. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Ooh, backstory. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for those people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was in that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into her drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Let's go find out. See you later, Maya. I have to go get to the bottom of this.
Good afternoon, sir.
Excuse me, you are...
Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir.
Oh, right.
I've just come up to deliver room service, sir.
Do you know where Miss May might be?
Ah, I do believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you are in no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy.
Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come in here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit.
Ah, I almost forgot.
You came back so quickly.
Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned.
Oh, right. Sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name?
Oh, wait. That was what his name was, my sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? I don't know. But let's check out that drawer. There's a screwdriver sticking out half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to the court record. There's definitely something suspicious about Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence tomorrow in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, bellboy, still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram. I'll look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court! To be continued. I think I'll do this day's... I think I'll do this court, and then I think I'll call it a day. Or a session, or whatever. I don't know. Times, got it. Robber. There's Edgeworth on the left side over there.
The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll jump, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin.
Okay, this is always weird. I think the game messed up here. I think the judge is supposed to be saying this, but it says Edgeworth.
You may call your first witness.
The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what's up, buddy? Witness, please state your name and profession into the court.
Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found here, by the window here. By the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood to a being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Awesome. Now, Detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Maya Fay, who was found at the scene of the correct. Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
Testimony time. Alright. Maya Fay's arrest.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix White. I immediately arrested Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness accounting her, describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder.
Okay, that's a lie.
The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find a contradiction in the witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works lots of times. Heh, I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination.
Alright, here we go!
Cross-examination time. As soon as the phone call came, I rushed to the scene. Hold it! Who did you say you got the call from?
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across the scene of the crime. A crime scene.
Okay, I pressed. Not sure if it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took? Between receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime?
Why? I say it was about 3 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away.
Indeed. So, tell us what the two people you found on the scene were.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us?
Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With your funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene.
Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. Not really, you can just press on everything. I immediately arrested Maya Fey. Why is that? What's your reason? Why, we had a witness describing her. Hold on just a second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it incorrect? Huh?
Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink claim was hard evidence?
But what? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes.
Ah.
Sorry, I got your things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results say the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Robber. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we can begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of information the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot it. Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Hard evidence. After securing the subject, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Boom! And did you find any evidence?
Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part.
I got a bad feeling about this. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it!
Ho. Then who did write it, Mr. Smarty Pants?
Who?
The killer!
The killer! Oops, I skipped dialogue.
You're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please.
She was framed. That's his voice. Hold on. If that's the case, so as your evidence. Huh, I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, pal.
Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Actually, I want to go back really quick. You can, I just want to pick one of the other options. Just because you found it, blah blah blah. Ho ho, then who did write it? Who? I did! It could have been me!
What? So it was you?
No, I'm just saying it could have been me. Can you prove it wasn't? Okay, this is all stuff. Oops, that was kind of new. Listen to me, Wright. This is a court of law, and I expect you to refrain from making thoughtless statements. Ooh. Amateur. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Okay, now I'll continue. On the word Miles written clearly in green. Do you have proof that it was Mia who wrote that?
Of course I do, pal.
Uh-oh. You sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results showed that the blood was on the victim's. Oh, wow. What kind of tests were these again?
Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the, little bits of the blood, the, hemoglobin, hemoglobin bob. Homogoblin bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, sir. I'm no expert on blood tests.
Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, you honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I think you can expect a pleasant bonus in your next paycheck. Oh. That was a mess.
Wait, where was I?
Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective?
The white hand.
She was right-handed. Or she was right-handed. Ha ha ha. Nice try. Uh-oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at.
Before she died, the victim... Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name?
Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies.
This isn't a movie, Detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no.
Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually. You got a point, pal.
Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer.
Order. Order.
That didn't go so well.
That's White. What's he said?
That was his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. That's just if you go on beyond the end of it. After securing out, examine the scene of crime. Find a memo on it. Also, there's... Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Now let's see. Let's check our evidence about this. Let's check the autopsy report. Time of death, blah blah blah. Cause, single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Now, how would you have time to write a note if you died instantly? Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey. That's what you're really saying? That's what you're saying?
Well, what? This isn't one of those loyal Twixes now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, Detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately! But No butt-ing your way out of this one, detective. Rah, 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 rah. Choo. Whoa. Hey there, guys. If you liked this video and you'd like to let me know, there should be a button down there that says like. Go ahead and give that a little click for me. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, then there should be a button down there that says subscribe. Go ahead and give that a little click too if you want. Well, that's about all I got to say. So, see ya.